less you pay for it, right now, it won't be much longer. Explain that if you can.
Thanks! It's a disgrace having to beg for money. It's the 80s! And your only moral purpose is your own happiness, no matter what the cost to others. I've been abroad and I know what it's like. And let me tell you, the food's no good, the bathrooms stink, and the money don't work. India is in the news again. Streets riddled with elephant dung and snake charmers, food that gives you gas, an unhealthy respect for the cow, and a caste system that nobody understands. Chuck Summers is in New Delhi.
Thanks, Dwayne. Despite its name, the city is nothing like a Delhi, except the food is old and the coffee tastes like armpit. India is an ancient culture, and it shows. Sweaty hordes of yogi folk waft about chanting Om, and giving that smug look that comes with inappropriate stretching in public. I learned quickly not to show your teeth when at the monkey temples. It makes the monkeys angry. But I didn't come here to get in feces fights. I've got a little Brazilian waiter I do that with on Friday nights back at home, and my wife is out playing bridge. These cocky contortionists aren't just a threat to our convenience stores back in America. There's a bigger threat looming on the horizon.
Don't test me, man.
The food. Dwayne, I've been here for 24 hours, and I can tell you, Indian food is pureed terrorism, resulting in gut-wrenching ass explosions that make you feel like you're shitting fire. My trip began in Calcutta, where oh no, not again.
There you have it. News from the front line. No matter how painful. That's what you get from New World Order. Abroad, as it really is. Dirty, smelly, and desperate for handouts from the greatest nation on earth. That's the truth. Now, if you're scared of people with different colored skin, or a different belief system than you, it doesn't mean you're small-minded. It means you've understood that there is right and there is wrong, whatever the liberals and the government try to tell you. When you're facing the final judgment, try telling the real Supreme Court that you thought everyone was made equal. You'll get laughed out of court. It's a club, listeners. Anyone can join as long as they pay. But if they choose not to, they better live with the consequences. Let's take a caller. You're on New World Order. What's your problem with abroad?
Hey!
Yes.
Dwayne?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to talk about that Buddha guy.
Okay.
Man, I love that Buddha guy. I'm all about the little fat bastard. I can tell you what, that's the fucking hot shit enlightenment. I tell you what, boy, you sit under a tree, you're getting all the way to nirvana hot shit.
Okay, what's your point?
My wife, she says, Thornton, what you doing under that tree? And you know what I say? I'm minding my own fucking business, damn bitch. You should get some fucking enlightenment. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to eat. I like to eat. Sit perfectly and digest. I got that book from enlightenment to the outhouse in 10 easy meals. It's good chicken, fried steak, a bit of hog, biscuits and gravy, some greens, grits, gator, immigrants, cheese.
This isn't a cooking show.
I know that, bud. Give me a fucking break. How are you, Mr. Hyde fucking Mighty, with your big city ideas? Man, you come down my way and I will fuck you up, boy. Fuck you up proper.
That's what fancy foreign religions will do to you, listeners. Thanks to my religion, I am a peace-loving, God-fearing American. And I'll kill or maim anyone who says otherwise, or has an alternate view of the afterlife. Once you have figured out the meaning of the universe, you can do whatever you want. If not. Talking of consequences, let's find out how American investment has saved this rainforest community in Ecuador. John Sickerman has this report. John.
Ecuador. I don't know where I am on the map, but wherever it is, it's high up and I feel sick. This place is driving me mad. But inside this crazy country burns the heart of a capitalist nation, as I learned recently when I met Pedro Anuncion, who is with us now. Pedro.
Hello, John, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have helped many people with your investments. This awful virgin rainforest was holding my people back. They had no way to develop. Now, thanks to your country's brave investment, we have stripped back the forest and built a factory that enriches uranium, lead, mercury, coca, and beer.
Is the factory beautiful?
America is number one. You have brought so many jobs and helped make a proud people self-sufficient. I hope one day to meet this woman, Bonnie Knight. I love your American TV and your zebra candy bars and a sugar cereal with marshmallows in the shape of ants and Kama Sutra positions.
So the people own the factory?
One of them does, yeah. Oh, me. Like I said, John, thank you. If you ever need something, you let me know. I got some other fighters who for you. I got women who can suck the silver off the tray tables on my private jet. I got great flow, man. Listen, baby, you need someone to kill you. Feel better. You will be like hermanos.
Well, as you can see, the people are very excited here in Ecuador with the changes we have brought about to this community.
Fantastic! Even a racist like me can be made to feel good by a story as heartwarming as that. See, foreigners, you see, our way works. Let's head to the phone. Hello, you're on New World Order. What's your point?
Yeah, this is Michelle calling from the Midwest.
Hello, Misiones.
Hi, Dwayne. I'm a big fan of the show. Listen, I've been listening to it for years and never gone wrong. I just want to thank you. You saved my life and my virginity.
Thanks, Misiones.
Because if I'd gone abroad, I probably would have been murdered or raped or worse. I just get scared just thinking about it. You saved my life, and I've been saving myself. I love you. I'm ready for you. I'm a woman. Change your fortunes.
How old are you, Michelle?
I'm 47, but I'm not old, and I'm ready. And I make such a great potato casserole. You just buy it and go to bed.
Okay, next caller. Who's on the phones? Nope, no one. Let's go to another news segment. Heinrich Havelock is on the ground in Quidibamb and Quadibin in buttfuck nowhere in Venezuela. Heinrich.
Heineken up here with cheap corn. Usually hold the free market and call me Phil. Okay, so Phil, how is life as an indigenous chief?
Well, as you can see, there's not much forest left here, thanks to the great chainsaws the Americans left us. Whereas before my people lived in equality and harmony with nature, now I am the boss man. I get to sleep with all the women of my tribe, while husbands must pretend to like me and let me win at golf.
That's great.
Now we build condos, chain stores, mega churches. Soon todas las turistas come and see me sleep with all the women from around the world. Me have grande carro. Me have thunder. I am knight of Rome. I have big slow.
Heinrich, can I interrupt for a second?
Shut up, you dirtbags. Throwback.
So, let me get this straight. You mean this guy was a savage and now has got a real sense of morality?
Yeah, he's gone from a system of stagnating equality to one of morbid, ruthless competition.
That is magnificent! And you'll have more time down there if this pledge drive doesn't get cooking. It may be a while before we wire you some more money. Thank you, Heinrich. That's all we have time for. Catch us next time on New World Order. Remember, love your country, don't question politicians, especially when they have a winning smile and great hair. And you'll be part of the New World Order.
This is VCPR. I'm Jonathan Freeloader. Next up is a show that aired in Vice City back in the 40s that shows what happens when companies underwrite radio. It's a rebroadcast of Moorhead Rides Again, a show that was a favorite of arsonists and conservationists alike. It's something we dug up from the archives and thought you might enjoy. But honestly, we're just trying to fill time, and we've run out of money. This is VCPR, offering top-quality entertainment for all ages and literacy rates.
Moorhead rides again! Gordon Moorhead and the Exploding Breasts. This episode of Moorhead Rides Again is brought to you by the Vice City Broadcasting System in association with the Friendly Napalm Company of Florida. Because when you need to clear the bush, our napalm is your best friend. First, let me ask you something. How would you like to have a beautiful bronze medal of membership to show you're a special friend of Gordon Moorhead and a bona fide member of his new 1946 Public Protection Team? A medal you'll be so proud of to show your friends, you'll want to carry it with you wherever you go, just like a real Medal of Honor. It has a swell picture of Gordon Moreland on it, catching a crook, and also pictures of his buddies, Molly Malmsteen and the Chief. It contains special symbols, including letters and numbers that tell you important things, which is true of many other things, including books and dogs. But wait, it has an even more special feature on the back. The most exciting thing of all about your Bronze Medal of Membership to the Public Protection Team is a real lead bullet. Don't believe us? Suck it and see. That distinctive lead taste proves it's real. Lead is full of nutrients. Just ask any bad guy filled full of the stuff by Gerald Moorhead. They soon stop acting bad after they've been dosed up with lead, and you will too. Here's how you can get one absolutely free. Just go to your nearest friendly napalm company and Florida dealer and get your dad to buy 300 gallons of the good stuff. And you'll get an application to join the Public Protection Team right away. All you need to do is fill it in and get your dad to send a check for $10 payable to Napalm Promotions Incorporated. And before you know it, you'll be fighting crime in the burgeoning metropolis of Vice Beach or down in the islands with George Moorcock and the gang. That's right. It won't cost you a penny. So what are you waiting for? As Jeremy Moorhead himself would say, you know who I am. I'm your chance to repent on the way downstairs. Bang, bang, bang. And now to Gordon Moorhead in Moorhead Rides Again! Gordon Moorhead and the Exploding Breasts. Last time, Moorhead was in Vice Beach, looking for a fisherman who had gone missing. The fisherman's daughter was explaining the circumstances of his disappearance. Then suddenly a shot rang out. The daughter was dead. Moorhead and Molly Malmsteen were immediately on the case. Moorhead was confident he knew who had just committed this dastardly act.
Gordon? No! She's dead. Are you okay, Gordon? How you bearing up? I mean, that woman was just killed while you were speaking to her. I feel faint and a little scared.
It's because you're a woman. Calm down.
Oh, you don't have to go and get crawls, but I guess I deserved it. Gordon, you're incredible. I feel much better knowing you're here. Who shot her? Oh!
There. Now I'm better. Helps a man think. Molly, I understand that being a woman you're interested more in cookery than murder, so I'll make it simple. I bet you're thinking it was the same criminal gang who was holding the old fisherman.
Why, yes.
Yeah, that's why you'll never be a man. It wasn't.
It wasn't?
No.
So who shot this fisherman's daughter?
I did.
You? But, oh, why?
Fact is, Molly, there are a lot of things you don't understand with that darn poisonous estrogen coursing willy-nilly through your veins. With her father missing, that girl was now an orphan, and a girl without parents is 5 times more likely to end up a prostitute, a fallen woman who ruins American marriages, or worse.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. So I shot her and threw the heater in the river. I saved her from herself, and the rest of society from the kind of filth that preys on the loins of American men.
Gordon, you're so brave. Only a man would know such things. What about the fisherman?
I'll tell you what, with his only daughter dead, those kidnappers who have taken the fisherman have no one to blackmail. They'll soon have to release him. When they do, we'll be ready.
Gordon, you're amazing. Ow!
Don't get cocky. I was just doing my job. Look, there's something else you've missed, Molly.
What?
Before she was tragically killed, the daughter said her father was unarmed and never wore a gun. You know what that means?
Yes.
That's right, Molly. It means he's a sissy. I imagine when he hears his daughter is dead, he'll cry.
What kind of a man cries, Gordon?
I don't know. One that loses wars, I think. Probably the kind of man who raises a $2 tramp for a daughter, Molly. A very sick individual, and probably a communist.
I don't like to express strong emotions, but I think I hate this fisherman, Gordon.
Don't hate him, Molly. Pity him, and help me kill him.
Oh, I shall. Looks like the chief has shown up.
What a surprise. The cops get here after the real crime fighting's done.
Go ahead, Miss Malmsteen. I thought I told you 2 clowns to stop meddling and place business.
Listen to me, Chief. I respect you, but the fact is, without me, this town will be over before it's even begun. Vice Beach should be a peaceful place full of genuine people and Americans. But while searching for this fisherman, we've uncovered a ring of illegal communists and almost worse, a man who was leading girls into a life of hideous and unmentionable vice.
Good on you, Moorhead. You're the best man in this place. You've got my backing, whatever you do. Kill whoever you think necessary.
Thanks, Chief. You're a good cop in a difficult situation.
But Moorhead, tell me, what men are doing these terrible things in our lovely new town?
Not man, Chief. Man. One man.
Who?
A missing fisherman. He's faked his death to put us off the scent.
The fisherman, of course, killing his own daughter.
Moorhead, I know we've had our differences in the past, but the city needs you. Our burgeoning beachside community could be ruined by this sort of scandal. You have to bring this man to justice, whatever it takes.
I shall, Chief. You know you can count on me. He's probably hiding in a swamp somewhere.
Yeah, Moorhead, firstly, we don't say swamp. We say attractive wetland countryside right on your doorstep should you decide to move to our beautiful part of the world.
Sorry.
Secondly, if you're heading into the swamp, you'll probably need some help.
Me? Help? I'm Gordon Moorhead, not some Rusky, Chief.
I mean this kind of help. Friendly napalm. It's great for all your tree and flesh-burning needs.
Ooh, you mean friendly napalm is great at fighting crime as well as all the other handy uses it can be put to?
That's right, I do. As a policeman and a father and a proud American who served in 2 wars,
Amen.
I use friendly napalm for all my napalm needs. There's nothing like a substance that sticks to your skin and roasts you alive to make you rethink your current political or economic system.
Cheers, Chief. See you later.
But Gordon, wait, I'm coming too.
No, Molly, it's too dangerous for girls, even game little terriers like you.
I insist. I may be weak and irrational and moody at times, and for 25% of the month I'm completely unbearable to be around. But I'll do anything for justice, anything at all. Besides, who else are you going to talk to?
You're right, Molly. You're a good kid for a dame.
Oh, that's smart. Let's go, Gordon. Do you think we'll ever make it out of this crazy hellhole?
I don't know, but I know I'm a man, and I know you're a woman, and I know there are things I'd like to say to you. Swell things, real things, but now ain't the time. This is too serious. All of my speech is under threat. This calls for Moorhead to ride again.
Later that evening, in the murky recesses of a swamp.
These wetlands sure are swampy and undeveloped.
Sure. Now will you be quiet?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I wish Pablo were here to help us. His Mexican cunning would really be useful in a situation like this.
Yes, he's foreign, but occasionally quite useful.
Exactly. Hey, what's that noise?
What noise?
There, that whistling.
It's Pablo!
Pablo, you old dog.
Ah, buenas noches, amigo. Buenas noches, señorita Malmsteen.
Pablo, what are you doing here?
Oh, Pablo no can say, señorita. But since you asked, I was searching for the souls of my ancestors.
But I thought you were Mexican. Why would they be buried in Florida?
Yeah, that's true. They're not here. Hey, would you like a tortilla chip?
Pablo, this is no time for eating. My speech is under threat. A vicious murderer, pimp, and communist is on the loose in these beautiful wetlands right on our doorstep. And we've got to find him and bring him to justice.
But Gordon, what kind of idiot would hide in these awful swamps? I mean, it's full of alligators and snakes and sea cow poo-poo. Who would live anywhere near this dump out of choice?
You foreigners don't know much. You're a primitive, Pablo, but you're a good man. This gem of a city is exotic and relaxing once you get over the man-eating reptiles, shark-infested waters, and tropical diseases. But enough of that. How do we catch this guy?
We split up and search the swamps.
After the pristine wetlands.
Whatever. And when we find him, amigos, then and only then, we bring him to justice and drink tequila.
It's crazy, but it just might work.
See, by the spirits of my ancestors, we find this crazy killer. You Americanos and my people are friends forever.
Oh, forever. Ah!
Let's split up. Molly, you better cut across that swampy bush and swim the waterways. It's safer. Pablo and I will stick together on the dry path. Come on.
This real estate market ruining killer must be here somewhere. I mean, what kind of sick man would try to ruin Vice Beach's reputation? It's awful.
Help! Help!
Who's that?
I'm a humble fisherman. I've broken my leg and I've been stuck here for 2 days.
Oh, hey, wait! You're the one who's been causing all this trouble.
Listen, lady, I'm really in a lot of pain. Can you get me some help?
You've been trying to ruin the city, bring down condo prices and infest it with communists.
I don't know what you're talking about. My name's Pete Banbury. I've fished these waters for 20 years. All I do is I fish and try to raise my daughter right.
Well, Pete, there's some good news. Gordon Moorhead saved your daughter from turning to a life of ruining families and being a prostitute.
Really? But she wants to be a school teacher, not a hooker. What are you talking about?
A teacher? Not anymore, she doesn't.
Why not?
She's dead.
Oh, no. Please, no. I can't handle it. First my leg, now this.
Oh, you crying?
Of course I'm crying. My only daughter's dead.
What kind of a man are you? Oh, I bet you're a communist.
Get some help. My leg's going green and I'm going into shock.
Help! Gordon, he's got me and he's tearing at my clothes.
I am not. I prefer thin girls. Please, I need help.
Not so fast, you sick scumbag. First you turn your own daughter into a a cheap whore, and then you join the Communist Party, and now you're attacking my assistant, the delectable but slightly portly Molly Moundstein.
But...
I'm going to kill you if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, please, no. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gordon, he's got a gun!
No, I haven't.
Bullets don't work on a man this criminally insane. They'll just make him stronger. What should we do, Pablo? You're full of cunning.
See, mi sombrero, she said, use the friendly napalm.
Righto. Incredible.
He's ingenious, that foreigner!
Stand back. You should have stayed out of Vice Beach, you sicko.
I've lived there 55 years. The real estate rush has destroyed our natural resources.
Liar. I won't let you stand in the way of progress. Die.
Who would have thought that something as beautiful as a napalm fire could also be doing something as noble as burning to death a criminal genius like that?
Incredible. You Americanos are crazy. Hey, who wants a tequila?
Oh no!
My God, her breasts have exploded.
Holy frijoles.
That's right, Pablo. This town is safe. But the next time we have trouble brewing, Moorhead will ride again.
Tonight, the Vice City Broadcasting System and its affiliated stations coast to coast have brought you Moorhead Rides Again! Gordon Moorhead and the Exploding Breasts by D.H. Wolzow. These exciting dramas are sent to you each week at the same time. All characters, names, places, and incidents used in this drama are purely fictitious.
Isn't it a shame you can't buy napalm anymore?
I sure could use a barrel of the stuff. That, or a remote-controlled explosive device.
But like draining the wetlands to build golf courses, it's progress. Just like my hair. I love that show. Some of the values are a little old-fashioned, but it's good entertainment that shows the value of patriarchy in our society. And speaking of fatherhood, next is a man who has listeners and some of the staff laughing through tears. Maurice Chavez with Pressing Issues.
Okay, hello and welcome to the show. This is Pressing Issues with me, Maurice Chavez. At one time, my show was buried in overheads, but now I am a man on the way up. Today, helping me to press the issue and separate the sweet juice of truth from the pulpy discharge of lies and misunderstanding, we have technologist Martin Graves. First, Martin, please explain to every person listening at home what on earth a technologist is.
Hello, Maurice. I'm all about the future and about how technology has the power.
Yeah, that's very interesting, Martin, but let me finish my introductions first, okay? This is my show, a public service to Vice City. Like the man who takes your dead pool. But how can we worry about our elderly family members dog-soiling themselves when there are nuclear missiles aimed at Vice City? It is well known. Vice City is a prime target, as the Russians hate our speedboat culture and enormous melons. But enough of orange analogies for the moment.
So a technologist is...
I'm sorry, there are other people on the panel. I said I should press the issue, my friend, not stroke your ego, okay? Please, where do they get these people, eh? Okay, well, next up we have America's favorite female industrialist, Forbes Waverly III. Hello, Forbes.
Hey, Chavez, can we get on with this? There's a real estate closing I have to get to. Has someone got a light?
Certainly. And my, those are very empowering cigarettes. Interesting name, by the way. Kind of manly. Not exactly gender-specific, but hey, what do I know?
Nothing, clearly.
Moving on. Finally, on our little panel of experts, here to press the issue, we have a woman who is a local activist, attending every city council meeting to mouth... Good Lord! And as my people say, the Grand Canyon is a very big place. And if you're going, please, take a flashlight. Are you not worried about overpopulating?
Well, someone's got to make sure we aren't overrun. Plus, I'm producing nothing but top-quality offspring mode. Oh, please.